What's up, everybody? So, listening to Julia Schottenstein, who was at dbtLabs before joining LangChain as an early employee to quote unquote solve all of the problems that aren't specifically in product and engineering, talk about AI application design is most definitely 45 minutes well spent. Given this quote as well, quote unquote, I think we have 1 million developers now who use LangChain, and our partner ecosystem is really important for making LangChain as special as it is. It's especially interesting to consider these design insights. My top 3 takeaways from Julia's interview on, quote unquote, the current state of the AI ecosystem, end quote, episode of the Analytics Engineering podcast by Dan Poppy of dbtLabs. Here we go. Number 1, the foundation is set. Now it's about unleashing next level creativity. The question that was asked, how much do you think the creativity being unlocked in the LangChain ecosystem is still modest relative to what will happen with the next major innovations in the underlying model architecture? Are we seeing the thing, or are we just seeing a tiny little precursor to the thing? Answer from Julia: it has to be the latter. I've been in this space now for a year, and the types of applications people are building today versus last year are very different, end quote. Next question, because the models have gotten better or because people have gotten better at using it? Question mark. Answer, skill set mostly. People have figured it out. They've gotten more of the basics down. They've figured out how to push the technology further. Yes, the models are getting better as well, and that helps. But as people learn best practices for prompting, for fine-tuning, for testing, we can just go a lot further. Number 2, accelerating the feedback loop to iterate faster/better. And the other cool thing that we're starting to experiment with is feedback from production. People liked your responses. Can we use that to influence and improve your prompting strategy or improve the way that you actually can design your application? Number 3, jobs to be done, application logic, and design. As you start to dissect and think about the different types of user experiences that are now possible, how do we design for them? It's totally new worlds that I took for granted. It is these small new ways to interact with your application and software. Your application logic has to reflect how people are going to use your app. And so if they're coming in with certain types of problems that they need to get solved, you're going to design your app in a different way, end quote. I think there's a whole lot more to unpack within the context of this conversation, but I think this notion of deterministic versus non-deterministic and intelligent application design considerations is one of the more fascinating topics to go deeper on, especially as we see and feel enterprise embrace of AI move from the crawl to the walk and soon thereafter the run. Here we go.